of resistivity. Of resistivity. We know that the resistivity of a conductor formula, from that we write from conductor R is equal to M by N E square tau into L by A. Then R is equal to, we know the formula, rho L by A. That is, rho is the resistivity. That formula we can be written as rho is equal to M by N E square tau. Here the M and E are constants of charge of electron and mass of the electron. Here rho is proportional to 1 by N into tau. Here we can see that the resistivity of a conductor, which depends on the nature of the material and impurities, and it depends on the temperature. Now we can see how the resistivity of conductors, which depends on the temperatures. See, we can, let us assume that for metals, the number density of free electrons is independent of temperature. Why? We raise the temperatures of the conductor, the number of electrons cannot be number density of free electrons or conduction electrons does not change in the conductor. That's why in the metals the number density is independent of temperature. That is, only rho is proportional to 1 by tau. Here in metals only. For different metals, different materials like the semiconductors and the electrolytes and the insulator, it depends different. Now in metals, number density of electrons is independent of temperature. Rho is proportional to 1 by tau. Now here, temperature of the conductor is raised, then atoms or ions of a conductor, a metal conductor, vibrate with greater amplitude about their mean positions. Due to the increase in thermal energy, the frequency of the collisions of free electrons with atom or ions while drifting towards the positive end of the conductor, then the frequency increases, means then it reduces the relaxation time. That means relaxation time tau is reduced, means the resistivity of the conductor will be increases. That means we say that rho is proportional to temperature. Rho is proportional to temperatures. While relaxation time is proportional to 1 by T. That is 1 by T we substitute, means what we get? Tau is inversely proportional to temperature. Then temperature is reverse. Rho is proportional to. For we can assume that. For what about the conductivity? Reciprocal of resistivity is called as a conductivity. Rho is equal to 1 by sigma. That is what we say is proportional to T. That is sigma is proportional to 1 by tau. Sigma is proportional to 1 by tau. Here we can see about that. Here for at temperature is depends on the resistivity of a conductor. Conductivity is also depends on the That means temperature increases, resistivity is increases, temperature is increases, conductivity will be decreases. Now here we can formulate the relationship between temperatures and resistivity. Now it's we know about that the resistivity is equal to RA by L. We know about that resistivity rho is equal to RA by L. Then what you write? R is equal to rho L by A. We know in before that formula resistance depends of temperature. That is effect of resistance on temperature. That is what you write? RT is equal to, we know, R naught into 1 plus alpha T2 minus T1. We can write this formula. What here? RT, that is we write simply RT is we write temperature resistance of conductor at T degree Celsius. R naught is resistance of conductor at 0 degree Celsius. But we can say that R1 comma R2 are the resistance of conductor at T1 degree Celsius comma T2 degree Celsius, where alpha is different at different temperatures. Then the formula is modified that R2 is equal to R1 into 1 plus alpha into T2 minus T1. Here, once we can assume the length of the conductors and area of cross section of the conductors does not change with rising temperature, then it is, let us assume, then only it's solve it. We are substituting this formula here R2, then we are write rho 2. The L and A or remains constant is equal to, this is rho 1 L by A into 1 plus alpha T2 minus T1. Cancel, no? Then R2 is equal to R1 into 1 plus alpha into T2 minus T1. Here we get, this is the resistivity of a conductor. Resistivity of a conductor varies with temperatures. By using this formula, you see that rho 2 is equal to rho 1 into 1 plus alpha T2 minus T1. Now, rho 1 and rho 2 are the resistivities of a conductors at temperatures T1 and T2, where alpha is the temperature coefficient of resistivity. Because of the in the formula is we can use that resistivity. That's why we are calling that temperature coefficient of resistivity. Now let us see that we can modify this equation to once more, that is, for example, T1 degree Celsius we consider as a 0 degree Celsius. At the resistivity we consider rho naught. Then T2 degree Celsius is T degree Celsius, and rho 2, this is the rho 1 is equal to rho naught and rho 2 is equal to rho T. Then what we write here? Then we write rho T is equal to rho naught into 1 plus alpha T. From this we can write here, that is what we get, rho T is equal to rho naught into 1 plus alpha T. Then from this what you write? Rho T is equal to rho naught plus rho naught into alpha T. Then rho T minus rho naught is equal to rho naught into alpha T. For here That is alpha is equal to what we can write, rho t minus rho naught by rho naught into t. Now here the alpha is the temperature coefficient of resistivity. It is defined as to change in the resistivity per its original resistivity per degree Celsius or Kelvin rise of temperature. Then the units of alpha is per degree Celsius. Now for very small variations of temperatures, then the resistivity is also varied very small. That is rho t minus rho naught is the variation, we can show it d rho, very small changes, then we can show it differentiate with rho, d rho, and very small change. And here T we know the temperature difference, it is dt, temperature difference, that is we know T2 minus T1 like that. Then for a small rise in temperature, very small rise in temperature, then the coefficient, temperature coefficient of resistivity is modified, that 1 by rho naught into d rho by dt. What is the meaning of this? We know the resistivity of a conductor which depends on the temperature. It's a very small changes of temperature. The resistivity is also very small change. Then it is the temperature coefficient of resistivity. The units of it is per degree Celsius. Now here we are going to discuss about graphs of resistivity varies with temperature. The variation of resistivity with temperature. Now you see that variation of temperature, variation of resistivity with temperature or T. Here temperature I denoted two terms, one small t. Small t is degree Celsius. Capital T is the absolute scale, that is a Kelvin scale. Now here we know about that. See, first formula of resistivity, rho 2 is equal to rho naught into rho 1 into 1 plus alpha T2 minus T1. This is. Or another modification formula, rho t is equal to rho naught into 1 plus alpha t. But now I will write in terms of absolute scale, that is RT is equal to R naught, rho t is equal to rho naught into 1 plus alpha t minus t naught, where t naught is the rho naught is the resistivity at T naught temperature, rho t is the resistivity at capital T temperatures. Now we can write here, this is the formula. Now first, for copper or for metals at low temperature, at ordinary temperatures, what is the graph? For here, for ordinary temperatures, for all metals, it is the variation of resistivity with temperature is a linear, like this. It is ordinary temperatures, we can take only a small degree Celsius scale. For it is the 0, like this. Up to this is only T is up to T is greater than 300 degrees Celsius. Up to T is less than 300 degrees Celsius only. It is. For now ohm meter, This is the units of resistivity is ohm meter. Now, for we can see that the temperature is taken in terms of Kelvin scale. What is the graphs? We can understand first. This is resistivity ohm meter. Here we see that the graph is like this. Here it is for 273 Kelvin. That is here rho naught. See, for up to this is the 573. Here up to 300 degrees Celsius. That means the capital T is 273 plus small in terms of Celsius. Celsius scale is converted into Kelvin scale. T is equal to 273 plus small t. For 0 degree Celsius is nothing but rho naught. That is T0 means 273 Kelvin. That is a rho naught. Up to where it is it is the linear. It is the ordinary temperatures. It obeys the all conductors which obeys linear. Now the graph of copper. For copper, the resistivity graph for copper in terms of Kelvin, then this is the order of minus 10 to the power of minus 8 ohm meter for copper. This is the resistivity on y-axis. That copper will be like this. Copper will be like this. This is about the for variation of resistivity with temperature of a copper metal. Very important. Or we can see that nearly we can draw. It's no problem. Now for it is for copper. Sir, copper is a metal. You say that it is a linear? No. What I took on x-axis is temperature. It is in terms of Kelvin scale. That's why the in Kelvin scale means from it is 0 Kelvin to start. You see in linear here. Here maybe it will be exist that 273 Kelvin. That is linear. For 0 degree Celsius onwards, it starts with a linear. Now, a nichrome. We are going to discuss about nichrome. For nichrome, the resistivity of nichrome, it is micro ohms centimeters. Micro ohm centimeters. That is for nichrome is like this. This is a Kelvin scale. For nichrome. It is a alloy. And now we are going to discuss about another graph. It is for a manganan and a constantan. See about that. For manganan and constantan, the almost the resistivity or resistance are independent of temperature. Almost a small variation, very small. That's why it is a straight line. It is parallel to the temperature axis. Now we are going to discuss about another graph is for semiconductors. For semiconductors, temperature is in terms of Kelvin, in terms of resistivity in terms of heat, then like this. It is the for semiconductors alpha value is that is the temperature coefficient of resistivity is negative, like this. These are the graphs about the resistivity with temperatures. Now the temperature coefficient of resistivity for different materials. Here for the temperature coefficient of resistivity of metallic conductors is positive. Why? Because of temperature increases, the resistivity is increases. That graph we know for copper is a metallic conductor like this. We know already. Now resistivity 10 to the power of minus 8 ohm meter. Now it is in terms of Kelvin. Here in the metals, the resistivity is independent of the resistivity is depends on the temperature here, but number density is independent of temperature. But we can take alpha for semiconductors. For semiconductors like germanium and silicon, these have temperature coefficient of resistivity is negative. The graph for heat here like this. For silicon or germanium, graph for resistivity and temperature. Now here in this number, the first in a semiconductor, the resistivity is directly proportional to 1 by tau. Here we can see that in the metals, number density is independent of the temperature, but in semiconductor, number density is depends on the temperature. While temperature increases, number density is increases exponentially with the temperature. That is, n of t is equal to n naught into e power of minus Eg by kBt, where kB is the Boltzmann constant, Eg is the energy gap between conduction band and valency band. Now here temperature increases, number density is increases exponentially, but relaxation time tau is decreases with increase in temperature. Here tau decreases means the resistivity is increases, but here what? The resistivity is depends on n and tau. N is depends on the temperature. That means the increase in number density is more than that of decrease in the relaxation time. That's why in the semiconductor number density is affected more. Then we can be written as n of t is equal to n naught into e power of minus Eg by kBt. That is simply we write rho is proportional to 1 by n. Now for that we know about that formula about that rho is equal to rho is proportional to 1 by n. N is proportional to 1 by rho. That is n of t is equal to rho t. N naught is equal to is proportional to 1 by rho. We have substituted it, what we get? That is 1 by rho t is equal to 1 by rho naught into e power of minus Eg by kBt. That is, we can do like this. Here now reverse it, rho t is equal to rho naught by e power of minus Eg by kBt. Then rho t is equal to rho naught into e power of Eg by kBt. Now for insulator, what about it? Insulators have the resistivity is infinite at temperatures, at zero temperatures, at zero, absolute zero temperature, resistivity is infinite. Then the conductivity of insulators is zero. That means temperature increases of insulators, maybe resistivity will be decreases. That's why it is the alpha value, the temperature coefficient of resistivity for insulators is negative. For electrolytes, the coefficient of temperature coefficient of resistivity is negative. Because of temperature increases, the resistivity of electrolytes will be decreases. Why it's a decreases means because of the when we are increase the temperatures, the interionic of attractive force will be decreases. Then there are moving, the ions will be moved very freely. Then due to that, the drift velocity of free ions will be increases. The drift velocity increases means relaxation time is also increases. Then relaxation time increases, the resistivity of electrolytes will be decreases during increasing temperatures. Now we can draw the graph of the variation of resistivity or resistance with ordinary temperatures. Now we see that resistivity variation of resistivity or resistance with ordinary temperatures, with the temperatures. You see that, don't confuse, it's very clear. Now first we draw the two graphs about one is resistance variation with ordinary temperature. Now we can take the Celsius scale. Now here Kelvin scale, Celsius scale and resistivity because of their proportion. See the graph. For resistance, it is or not for that initially T degree 0 degrees Celsius. For conductors, the resistance is a positive temperature coefficient. It increases. Then what you write here about that for conductors. You have one idea already. You say, sir, for conductors about that like this is the copper. Because of I say it is the scale on x-axis is degrees Celsius, in terms of degrees Celsius. It's volts. For semiconductors, the resistance for semiconductors. For manganon or constanta. Manganon or constant. For resistivity also similar. Like this. This is for conductors. And this is for manganon or constanta. This is for semiconductor. See, for already you know that for temperature is on Kelvin scale. Then for a conductors like this graph 10 to the power of minus 8 ohm meter in terms of Kelvin scale. For semiconductors of resistivity graph or temperature resistance graph like this, you know, it is in the scale on temperature, it depends. That is about Kelvin scale. But what we take temperature it is for ordinary temperature, the practical case. That means practical case in terms of Kelvin scale, we say that it is not a 0, it is a 273 Kelvin to up to 573 in between that, both cases. See, for this positive temperature coefficient of resistance, this is a positive temperature coefficient of resistivity. It is negative temperature coefficient of resistance, negative temperature coefficient of resistivity. Now what we can see that this is for, what is this? So say that 0, temperature coefficient of resistivity is 0. Where 0, resistance and resistivity of temperature coefficients are 0. Why? For these manganese and constants of the alloys. Why it is 0 means simple. The manganese and constants of resistivity is independent of, almost independent of temperatures. Because of temperature increases, but their resistance or resistivity cannot be changed. That's why these manganese and constants are used to standard resistance coil. Standard resistance coils. Question asking that why the manganese or constants are used to standard resistance coils. Because of they are independent of the temperature. We see the graph, very simple to draw. For Kelvin scale or Celsius scale, we have simply draw about that for manganese and constanta. Manganese and constanta. Simply we can write. This is the answer. Now here, for what is the preference to prepare made the standard resistance coils. For the materials, they are have high resistivity. High resistivity. One is high resistivity. The condition for the material is made by a standard resistance coil means they have high resistivity, and the resistance of the materials is independent of the temperature, independent of temperatures, and the change of temperatures of the materials which is independent of physical conditions. The physically in the atmosphere and physically any changes will be done, but the resistance of these materials cannot be changed. That materials can be used to make the standard resistance coils. Now the graph between conductivity sigma and temperature. Here we know for metallic conductors, temperature increases, the resistivity is increases. That we are simply say that rho is proportional to T. But we know conductivity is the reciprocal of resistivity. That is sigma is proportional to 1 by T. Then the graph of conductivity and the temperature graph is like that. Conductivity is ohm inverse, a meter inverse. Then the graph is like this.